So, what happened was the causes. A number of factors to the February Revolution, both short and long term. Liberal historians emphasize the turmoil created by the war, whereas Marxists emphasize the inevitability of change. The February 1917 revolution grew out pre-war political and instability. Technologically, if we say technological backwardness, fundamental social divisions, coupled with gross mismanagement of the war effort, continuing military defeats, domestic economic dislocation, and outrageous scandals surrounding the monarchy. These were the short-term causes. Long-term causes, those are the main causes actually. Despite the occurrence of the height of World War I, the roots of the February Revolution date further back. It was Imperial Russia's failure throughout the 19th and the early 20th century to modernize its archaic social, economic and political structures while maintaining the stability, devotion to an autocratic monarch. The incompatibility of capitalism and autocracy struck all who gave thought to the matter. One was. First major event of the Russian Revolution was the February Revolution, which was a chaotic affair caused by the culmination of over a century of civil and military unrest between the common people and the Tsar, aristocratic landowners, cruel treatment of peasants by the bourgeoisies, poor working condition of industrial worker, and spreading of Western democratic ideas by political activists, leading to a growing political and social awareness in the lower class. Food shortage, military failures, humiliating losses in war with Japan, Bloody Sunday, the revolution of 1905, in which Tsarist troops fired upon a peaceful armed crowd. These events further divided Nicholas II from his people. Widespread strikes, riots, and the famous mutiny of the battleship of Potemkin. These conditions caused much agitation among the small working and professional class. Common man. This tension erupted into general revolt with the 1905 revolution, and again under the strain of World War 1917, this time with lasting consequences. Okay. The revolution was provoked by Russian military failures during the First World War, as well as public dissatisfaction with the way the country was run on the home front by the Tsar. The economic challenges faced due to fighting a total war also contributed. 1914, all classes supported and virtually all political deputies voted in favor of the war. Declaration of the war was followed by a revival nationalism across Russian society, which temporarily reduced into internal strife. The army achieved some early victories, such as in Galicia 1915 and with the Brasilev offensive in 1916, but also suffered major defeats, notably the Tannenberg and the winter battle in Masuria, and the loss of the Russian Poland during May to August 1915. Nearly 6 million casualties, dead, wounded and missing, had been accrued by January 1916. Mutinies sprang up more often. mutinies. Conspiracy, criminal conspiracy, group of people to openly oppose change or overthrow a lawful authority to which they are subject. Rebellions sprang up more often, most due to simple war weariness. The morale was at its lowest, that morality had gone down. The newly officers who had come in, commanders who had come in, incompetent, they did not like anything. Like all major armies, Russia armed forces had inadequate supply. Inadequate supply. Meanwhile, the wartime alliance of Industry Duma and the Stavka military high command started to work outside the Tsar's control. In attempt to boost and moral and repair the reputation as a leader, Tsar Nicholas announced in the summer 1915 that he would take personal command of the army. This result was disastrous on 3 grounds. Firstly, it associated the monarchy with the unpopular law. Secondly, Nicholas proved to be a poor leader of men on the front, often irritating his own commanders with his interference. Thirdly, being at the front made him unavailable to the government, to govern his empire. This left the reins of the power to his wife, the German Tsarina Alexandra, who was also unpopular and accused of being a spy and under the thumb of her confidant Grigory Rasputin. They thought that they are having an affair. Himself so unpopular that he was assassinated by members of the nobility in December 1916. Now, Tsarina, obviously, she proved herself a useless, ineffective ruler, announcing a rapid succession of different prime ministers and angering the Duma. Lack of strong leadership. Telegram from Oktobrist to politician Mikhail Rodzianko to the Tsar on 26 February, in which Rodzianko begged for a minister with the confidence of the country be initiated immediately. Delay, he wrote, would be tantamount to death. And that's what happened. On the home front, what was happening? Famine loomed, commodities became scarce due to the overstretched railroad work. Meanwhile, refugees from German-occupied Russia in their millions, because of the World War, they destroyed their buildings and farms, and also they took refugee in Russia. The Russian economy, which had just seen one of the highest growth rates in Europe, was blocked from the continent's market by the war. Baltic Sea was stopped. Though industry did not collapse, it was considerably strained, and when inflation soared again, wages could not keep up. The Duma was composed of liberal deputies, warned Tsar Nicholas II of the impending danger and counselled him to form a new constitutional government like the one he had dissolved after a short-term attempts after the 1905 revolution. He ignored the advice. Tsar. He ignored their advice. Historians argues that by stubbornly refusing to reach any modus vivendi or any type of progress, the progressive also bloc of the Duma, Nicholas undermined the loyalty of even those closest to the throne. And he made an unbridgeable breach between himself and the public opinion. He kept himself apart. Then in short, So obviously when people get angry with you, when you're not satisfied, they're going to leave your support. They will not support you. So the military also left support. The nobility or the Duma collectively of the elites of the Russian people, they also left. That caused the revolution. Okay. So what were the events? We'll discuss, and the protests we will discuss in the next class. Okay. So we'll keep it till there, and we'll come back and we'll do it again. So we'll keep it till there. We'll do the Petrograd next one. I gave you the causes. If we don't know the cause, we won't know what's actually happening. So till then, take care, be good, stay safe, and read your chapter. And please try to make your notes. I'll be posting notes, but you also have to do it yourself. Okay? Just go through it, try to understand, and see what was at happened. And this is also happening all over the world. Happened actually all over the world. Everywhere things happen, there are causes for everything. Bye bye, see you, take care. God bless.